All right, welcome back. So now we are on the second to last, at least second to last new group, customer group of the Neukölln district, and that is the performers. And I say second to last new group because we're not going to talk about hipsters because you already know them if you watched the earlier videos. And then after that, we'll talk about health nuts, which is a very special group. But what I've done is I've put out two cards here. I've put out the eccentric influencer, which is a hipster, which you've already met them. And then we also have the burlesque dancer, which is one of our performers, which is the groups that we're going to talk about now. And you'll notice that what she wants is an espresso with a cake, and then it gives you no reward for that. And then she wants, another espresso, another shot of espresso, actually with soy milk this time. And then for that side order, there's a boost. And the ability is called entertain. It's called acting. Mix that up with the musician's ability. And what acting does is mimics the ability of another customer in your line. Now, this is absolutely absurdly powerful. I mean, it's just absurdly powerful. And that's one of the reasons why they don't give you any reward. And often when we're playing, we're not activating the side because it's pretty hard to do this whole order. And you don't need to, but what this boost does is whatever card you choose the ability from, you also get good reviews equal to their reward icons. So let's take a look at how that would work with the eccentric influencer. So here's eccentric influencer. I have served 2 high quality coffees and I get 2 hype. No reward icons, notice that. So I serve the eccentric influencer. My hype goes from 2 up to 4. Let's presume that it was at 2, goes up to 4. Then I serve the burlesque dancer. Because the eccentric influencer has no reward icons, there's no reason why I would pay this side for the boost. So I activate the acting ability, and then I copy, is the only other card, and it has to be a non-performer, by the way. The only other card in my line, which is a non-performer, it happens to be this hipster, so I get 2 more hype. So I get 1 hype, and because I'm at 5, I would then take a good review from the stack. So already you see the power in this card. Now, obviously, this might sound silly, like the power in it, because if we had high quality coffee, so let's say we had this imported micro blend, which has high quality symbol down here. Let's say we had that here. It's only 2 beans to serve my eccentric influencer, but assuming that we didn't have pie, it's a bean and 2 sugar to serve my performer. So, I mean, obviously it's the same ability, but much more expensive. But that's not what makes them so amazing here. What really makes them amazing is like let's say next serving round, we drew cards from our deck. And I'm obviously putting some cards here. Let's say it was another performer, so a famous actress, right? And yet another performer, a contortionist. Now we're talking because at this point in time, this super, which supers aren't easy to come by, activates and gives me 2 points because my hype is at maximum. And then this one copies its ability, gives me 2 more. And then this famous actress actually duds out because you can't copy the same one twice with the super, but still, if you notice, I'm copying this hipster with each of these performers, and that's 6 more points that round. Obviously, in this example, just with hipsters, it still has the same speed that hipsters have on their own. But if you start mixing in 2, maybe even 3 groups, and then you start dropping in a couple performers, stuff just gets bananas, especially with super performers and super other customers. And you'll see what I mean once you've played the game. So that's all I'm going to go ahead and say about them for now, since these videos are getting longer and longer. You can see I like to dig into the strategy with y'all. And we'll go out by showing you some of the funny style upgrades they have. So here we got a movie night. You can see in the poster, Piezilla, and then also theatrical lighting. And then we also, on the pantry side, we have karaoke cake and drama beans. All right, y'all. One more video to finish up Neukölln. I'll see you then. Ciao.